Okay, this is Wednesday, May 8th, core team meeting. And we are going to start off with checking in on a bunch of action items to see their status. The first on our agenda is Nico, a status update of how async and futures are going.
Okay, so the Lang team reached a tentative decision on the syntax.await and posted various blog posts, and there's been some active community discussion. And we haven't discussed it since then. I think we also posted a schedule. So our rough plan is to shoot for the 1.3.7 release for stabilization, which branches on July 4th. And part of the reason we're trying to make a decision now on the syntax is so that we can have that done and start updating books and try to basically all the things in place so that when we actually stabilize, we can also explain to people how to use it. So like some of our work items are updating the, the async book, at least, or extracting out certain sections to try and tell people how async await works in isolation.
And did I see that it's basically implemented already, so we can just try out the .await syntax unstably like soon?
Yes, and indeed it's landed already.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had that PR queued up. I think so. Just had to tweak the final syntax, which was the relatively easy part. I would definitely appreciate people trying it out and sharing reactions.
Okay, the next item is establishing a better procedure to check in with teams, working groups, and track roadmap progress. Do we have any movement on this front?
No, but I think, did we forget? I think we did, Florian. Forgot to note this down on the governance working group agenda, but we were talking about starting to get the governance, announce some, we have a proposal for a charter, which actually we could discuss in this meeting. And so on. And I think this could be one of those first working items that we start to talk about. It seems like a very discussable
thing. Right. I'll open up an issue on the governance working group issue tracker. We'll do that after the meeting.
Okay, and Steve's not here for the next item.
I think it's a duplicate, more or less.
Is it? Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, I'm just going to delete that one. The next one is lifting the working group creation moratorium. Florian.
Yeah, I posted my final revision of the draft on the core channel. I think I fixed everything that people have asked about. I have added one paragraph on that kind of gives that makes it clear that there are a couple of reasons why we would turn down a working group, specifically if we feel like it's there to promote a project instead of working for the ecosystem. And I would really like to have some focus on that, some feedback on that, if that reads well or reads badly. Yeah, it's the part that Carol already. Yeah, I've got to mention to everyone on the document on the paragraph.
Do you have a deadline by which you'd like to receive feedback and post said draft?
I would be happy if I could actually post it this week. Yeah, I mean, most of the rest has already been reviewed once, so it's mainly that paragraph that I still don't feel 100% good about. But yeah.
Okay, how about we say get feedback to you by Friday and aim to post on Monday?
That's also okay.
Okay. I think that'll get slightly more eyes than posting it at the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Staged RFC, stage design, whatever we call it, meeting next week. Was that from last week, or was this? Did this meeting happen?
I was probably referring to the Meta working group meeting. It did indeed happen. A summary is posted in internals, and there's also a video available if anyone has some time they'd love to kill. I wouldn't recommend it. You can get it all from the summary. I'll put a link in here if you're curious. There is another meeting scheduled for this Thursday.
Are any decisions that we should be particularly aware about? Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, in this meeting we pretty much just discussed our motivations. Like what were some of the problems we saw and good things about LangTeam/RFC processes at the moment. I think what I had expected to talk about in the next meeting is more like figuring out what our products will be and also digging into like some case studies, like what happened in these cases, how could they have gone differently, or actually more upcoming work, how could it be structured differently to be more inviting to people. A big theme was that we are not doing a great job communicating the status of our designs and talking about ways we could do that better.
Okay, next item is legal issues. Nico or Florian?
Nico.
Yeah, so I talked to Mozilla and I chased down the right contact, but we haven't set up a meeting yet. That just happened today. That person was on PTO. So we're making slow progress, but progress.
White papers, Florian.
So I have been in touch with CleverCloud and ThinkCap. CleverCloud are interested, and I'll send them a mail tomorrow. I've been in detailed discussion with ThinkCap. ThinkCap has proposed 2 subjects, one of them being, well, high concurrency with Rust, why they picked it for their base implementations. And the other reason why they picked it was being easy to integrate in all the other languages that they use in their products. They're using quite a number of languages. And yeah, I kind of suggested, just for my personal view, that probably leaning on the high concurrency aspect and kind of saying on the side that one of the other reasons is because it fits so well into their software ecosystem probably makes a good 5-page thing. And if everyone agrees, I would just go ahead with this and maybe be in touch with you, Carol, about how you wrote how the previous white papers were produced.
Have we not, do any of the existing white papers touch on the high concurrency thing? I kind of
No.
Maybe I imagined that.
High
No.
performance through concurrency, but not in detail.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Tildas talks about integration with Ruby a little bit. So I think the high concurrency would be a better fit.
Yeah.
Okay. Nico, did you respond to the emails about t-shirts and trademarks? Yep. Okay, we'll cross that off. Rust's birthday blog post. Florian.
I started drafting it tonight. I probably have something tomorrow. I'd be happy about any kind of review. Yeah.
Sounds great. Core Team RustConf talk theme. We're going to continue to keep that on the radar, but still have time on that. Website team or working group for maintenance. Any?
There's been an update on that. I have been thinking about actually maybe taking temporary lead on this because I'm attached to the subject anyways. I don't have that many bad feelings about the community interaction currently, about handling the community interaction. And I think it would help to have someone who was involved in building the website, even if my contribution was a bit fringe, to continue forming a team around it. because people are seriously getting anxious about like stuff not getting done.
Sounds great to me if you're volunteering.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Also,
Florian and I talked about this already, but I think it's a good idea.
also temporarily means like a year or so. So, and then I hope I have a replacement for myself.
Okay. Manish, do you have Rust comp planning questions remaining? I think you're muted.
I talked a bit with Nico, and I think we're all set. Right now, we're moving forward. We still need to find a bunch of trainings, but we're all set for the program, and probably we should be announcing things this week. I'm pretty excited for this year.
Okay. Anything else for the open part of the meeting? All right. And we are going into closed session now. Thank you, everyone, for checking in on those items.